Welcome. I'm Meredith, and this is the Oasis Spiritual Empowerment Tarot, all about tarot, oracle, and empowering you. And tonight I have some exciting mail. So I'm going to tell you, it is after midnight here because it was like 95, 96 degrees today, and I just couldn't. So hot. I just can't deal with the heat. So, now this was a kind of impulse buy. I saw this deck in a couple places, and sometimes when I see a deck and it sparks my interest, I want to see everything about it, see a lot of walkthroughs, and sometimes I get a glance and I say, oh, I don't want to see anymore. I want to wait till I get it. And that's what I did with this. So, this, oh, look how pretty. Got a sticker. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So this is the Moon Witch Oracle. And I saw this like 2 or 3 places, and that's kind of it. So I haven't really seen it a lot, So, and like I said, once I decided that it interested me, I kind of stopped watching. So I'll have to go back later and check out the videos, but I really wanted to kind of be surprised. So it's a beautiful, beautiful box. And there's a tarot deck too. So it's by Cosmic Valeria. I took a glance at the tarot, but it didn't really speak to me like this did, but who knows? I mean, I may love this and decide I need the tarot, but it's pretty box. Nice sturdy box. Let's take a quick look at the guidebook. So there are different suits. So we have 4 suits. So suit 1 is like the different phases of the moon. Suit 2 is goddesses. Suit 3, kind of, I guess, more standard oracle type stuff. We have 13, mirror, coven, moonflower, true north, manifestation. Suit 4, we have sign and yes and no. So welcome. Oh, so it talks about, so suit 1 are your action cards. So they're moon cards, but they're an invitation to act. So it talks about different ways to work with them. Suit 2, they're goddesses, but they're connection cards. So they're the different archetypes that have their own connection to the moon. Each goddess card offers a ritual or spell to further connect with and invoke your inner goddess. Insight cards. So those are those like standard oracle type cards. So here there are witchy wisdom cards for guidance, healing, inspiration, etc. And then message cards. So that's your clear message, the yes, no sign. Talks about spreads. And then it gets right into the cards. So, and here's her information if you want to find out more. Okay, let's get right into the cards. Okay. So, love these backs. They're so pretty. And I really love the contrast with the light colored back and the dark front. So look beautiful. That shiny gold gilding. That's beautiful. And so we see the moon starting to change. So we go from the dark to the noon, or to the new, to the crescent moon. And as you can see, they have kind of simple messages. Keep moving forward. You've got this for the crescent. Love this. First quarter. It is time to commit. That's absolutely beautiful. I love that the sign. Notice we have happy in both directions. Right? It's okay to change direction. And you can find happiness either way. Love that. Oh, I love this too. It's beautiful. Now these are very, very different from anything I have, which is, you know, kind of the point to me. There's just something really pretty and feminine. Well, there's actually a lot really pretty and feminine. Okay, so now we get into the goddesses. I love this. Fabulous message. You are worthy. You are loved. That's interesting. They're not really sticking together, but I don't know. I don't know why I can't pull them apart. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. I love that. Oh, I love that too. And again, that's a fabulous, powerful message. Now, I think that overall, I wouldn't call this a super deep oracle, but you don't always need a super deep oracle. But I do think that there are some very powerful messages in here. And I really like it. It's just so pretty. Oh, I love that. And so different. And the cards feel really nice. There's a good thickness there. I don't know if you can kind of see. And they just feel, I don't even know what this cardstock feels like. It's really nice though. It's super, super smooth. You know, there's no gloss. Oops. It's not really a plastic feel. I don't know what it feels almost like. I almost had it, and I can't think of what it feels like. It doesn't feel like regular cardstock. Not sure what it feels like. But I like it, whatever it is. It's just a really smooth, nice feeling. I like that. And I like that the no says sleep on it. So, let's see, does it say how many? So I don't know. I'll have to, maybe in the book it talks specifically, but let's do a little shuffle. And then we'll pull a card and see what the guidebook says. So yeah, they shuffle nicely. Yeah. And I'll show you the size. Now, overhand, they stick a little, not even really stick, they just sort of hang a little bit. But it has that feel that I would expect after about a week of use. They'll move much more easily overhand. Oh. You did a... What is going on? Did I say it's after midnight? It is after midnight. Okay. Yeah, if you wanted to fan them out, I mean, you can, but not as easily as like a glossy deck, for example, which is okay. I don't really need to be able to do that. So size, you're looking at probably standard oracle size, I would say. A little bit taller than standard tarot, good bit wider. Alright, so let's just pull one to take a look at the guidebook. So we have 13, Divine Feminine. Step into your power. I'm going to take a drink because I'm so hot and so dehydrated today. Okay. So... There we go. Okay, so it's got a little picture of the card, black and white. Gives you the card title and the um, keywords, phrases. And then it says, the number 13 is the number of death, rebirth, creation, fertility, and blood. It also represents femininity. It is a magical number with historical roots and powerful meanings. We have 13 moon cycles almost every year. The average woman also experiences 13 periods per year and ovulates on the 13th day of her cycle. In pagan times, the year was divided into 13 months. The new month began every 28 days in accordance with the moon and women's menstrual cycles. In fact, when a woman was bleeding, she was considered to embody the divine. Before modern patriarchal times, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. It was a day to worship the divine feminine and to honor the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Do not let old tales and prejudices hold you back. Do not let anyone tell you how you are supposed to feel or behave. Do not force yourself to conform. Make your own rules. Step fully into your power. Remember this truth. You are a goddess in the flesh, and you have an untamed power no one can take away. And then we have a quote, I have called on the goddess and found her within myself, by Marion Zimmer Bradley. So then it goes on to give a ritual. It says, ritual of the magic number 13. If you ever feel insecure or nervous, sit down with a pen and paper and make a list of 13 qualities that you have. 13 qualities you have that you're most proud of. Be honest with yourself. This list is only for your eyes. When you're finished, keep the list in your diary or hang it on your mirror, so whenever you doubt yourself, you may return to your list. Let this list be a reminder of how incredible, strong, and capable you are. I mean, it was only one card, but I'll tell you, I feel like, personally, I get more useful stuff from the cards just intuitively. So, I mean, I'll take a look at the guidebook, but I have a feeling this is a deck that I'm just gonna kind of go my own way with, which is absolutely fine. Kind of prefer that anyway. Yeah, I mean, some decks, you know, I'll take a look at the guidebook and I'll say, yeah, I really got something from this. Other decks, maybe not so much, and that's okay. But I am really liking the deck. It's just, I am so sorry. It's just very, very different. And it's very, very pretty. And, I really like it. You know, and it does just feel so sweetly feminine. Sometimes you need that, you know? Yeah. I like it. So, you know what I'm thinking this might be really nice with? I'll show you. just to say, assuming I can reach it without creating problems. Okay. So I'm wondering how it will pair with, oh, the Wandering Moon Tarot. Just kind of let's take some down so it's a little more even. Now this does have an oracle that I love, but I would absolutely, let's see. So we have the Wandering Soul Oracle. Because I could see using these together. Like the three of them, right? Aren't they nice? Just together. And I love that kind of splash of color. And maybe because of the way that the figures are drawn, it just feels kind of similar. And it's still, there's a bit more illustration here, but there's still a lot of empty space. So yeah, I actually really like this. Yeah. I think they're really nice together. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really liking this deck. Again, it's very different. I'm gonna be honest, this probably isn't gonna be like my go-to oracle, but it doesn't have to be. And I have so many oracles, so many tarot decks. So I don't necessarily need a deck to be like my go-to deck, right? I have a lot of go-to decks. But I do think this brings something new, kind of fresh to the table, something unique that I don't already have. Yeah, so I'm really liking it, and I think that this could be a fun deck to use on its own. But I think that I will probably, like, if I wanted to use this as like the primary deck for a spread, I think that I would add in another oracle just to kind of add, yeah, because it doesn't, well, let's see how many cards there are. Do we know? Well, if there's a card a page, we start on 17. Well, that can't be right. No, we have a couple pages per cards. So roughly 3, 6, 12, 15. I would say around 30 to 40. That's really rough. I know. Oh, 42. Okay, well. So there's 42 cards. I do kind of feel like, and I mean, I just opened it. I kind of feel like this deck by itself would not give me everything that I would be looking for in like a full spread. For a daily pull, sure. Maybe for like a 3-card draw. But if I wanted to do a larger spread and get more detail, I would definitely add another deck, which again is not a problem. Many of my decks are like that. So it's not a criticism. It's just my impression of it. And I could absolutely change my mind. But I do really like it. And I love the backs. So we'll see. I'm interested to see how it reads for me. I really like the Kali card. A lot of times, and there are a lot of decks out there that incorporate Kali, and to me personally, I feel like a lot of times they miss the mark, and just does not work for me. But I like the way she's treated in this deck. So yeah. Now I haven't read what the guidebook says about it, but from the card perspective, I think it's really nice. So let me know what you think. Do you have this? Do you have the tarot deck? If so, what do you think about it? You know, how does it read for you? Do you enjoy it? Is this, you know, do you have this? Right? Is this something that you feel like maybe kind of works on its own? Or do you have a specific deck that you like to pair with it? So let me know. Let me know in the comments. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, just be wonderful to yourself. Be really, really wonderful, because you deserve the best, only the best, all the best. And that is my wish for you.